Hello, everybody. Oh man. We're just gonna do that. Remake the characters. So, last time I did a Starbound stream, I had decided to remove all my mods and play with somebody on the stream. I later decided I talked with them and they were understanding and it's fine. I decided I just wanted to play things by myself. But they're pretty understanding about the entire thing, which is honestly the least I can ask for, because it felt bad that I said yeah sure I could play with them, and then in the end I decided I still wanted to play with my mods and stuff like that. Plus, because I didn't want to just be adding mods, deleting the mods, adding mods, deleting the mods. It would be kind of if that happened. Anyways, I'm just making sure that everything is working properly. I just refreshed the chat just in case. So, okay, here we go. I'm gonna tweet that I am streaming. Because it's what I tend to do. Okay. Well, let's get this ball rolling. Since I didn't do everything the last stream that I wanted to do, we're gonna just do it again. And, well, I wonder how things gonna go. Thankfully, it stopped raining and thunderstorming. I got a surge protector just in case. Also, I decided that I was going to shift the streaming by day. I'm trying to adjust. I know how weekends normally would be the best for streaming, but the thing is that on Sundays and Mondays, my SO, my partner or girlfriend, as I have consent to call them, they are off work then. And so I've been trying to figure out what the best possible thing is. And my friend raised a good point about things, saying that the weekends were best for streaming. And so my stream days are now going to be Tuesday through Saturday. Then Sundays and Mondays are the days I do not stream. So basically just everything is going to move by one day. And it's going to start from today, which is why I decided that even though this is a makeup stream for Missing Thursday, that I decided that I'm just going to move the days. Anyways, let us get started overall. So I am playing the Frackin' Universe mod. I already know what race I'm gonna go with, mainly due to the fact that I'm obsessed with the Afro Puff that is available for the humans. And as you can see, my persona has 2 Afro Puffs in that's just how I designed his hair. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to read out rate the race stuff for everybody else. I did it the last stream, but since I didn't go through with actually playing the Frackin' Universe mod, I'm going to do it again. So sorry for anybody who's going to be like, man, this is repetitive. Even though this is the second stream I've done for Starbound. This won't happen again. I'm going to continue playing Frackin' Universe. So, Frackin' Universe adds a lot to the game. There's also recommended mods to play, to add, to go with it as well. I'm not saying I added all of them, but pretty much one of the things that I really liked about Frackin' Universe is while it adds more, it also adds something more functionality, I guess one could say, to make things feel a little bit more unique, and I guess it adds more of a challenge to the game. So in this case, when it comes to the different species, or races as I keep saying, the different species is that they'll have bonuses and then debuffs. The buffs and debuffs depending on certain things. There will be certain weapons that they're going to be better with. There are going to be certain environments that they thrive in, and certain environments that they just don't do well in, and you're going to want to avoid them, or at least not settle in them. And then they're going to have some stat bonuses and certain resistances against certain things and whatnot too. And then some things are going to make sense given what the species is. But I'll read out everything, and then I'm going to pick my human, because I already know what I want. Probably the most basic thing, I have all these interesting species, but I want to be a human. Sorry, I love that Afro Puff, I'm obsessed with it. Unless, well, because the thing is these are space rodents. I can always go with the space rodents. Since, like, rabbits... Well, actually, because rabbits aren't rodents. That's the thing. So they give them ears that could be seen as bunny like, but I don't think. Hold on, let me just do that. They have a hairstyle that I would like. Like I said, I was obsessed with that Afro puff. Yeah, no. Okay. Anyways, let us begin reading out the species, and then we're going to get the ball rolling. Humans are well-rounded and terrifying in their ability to survive almost anywhere. Ever met one of these things? They're a strange bunch, and I advise avoiding them. Oh yeah, diets are also a thing as well. So yeah. So they're omnivores. The perks that they have is that they have times 1.5 energy, 2% jump height, 15% max food, 10% charisma, and their resistance are 11% resistant to electric, 10% resistant to fire, ice, poison, and cosmic. They have no environment that's preferable for them, which I think is a little bit weird, but I guess it fits their thing. They're good with, they have, sorry, I'm a little tired. They have 25% ammo mastery, 15% sword mastery, and then they have if they do a perfect block with a shield, they get increased defense that stacks. They're weak against radioactive and shadow. Avians, a people with powerful faith and strongly attuned to the universe. Avians are naturals with staves and wands and are exceptionally agile. They are also omnivores. They have a times 1.15 energy, 15% jump height, and as such don't take that much fall damage. They are 25% resistant to electric. They have a tech called Avian Slow Fall, and they're immune to the electrified status. When they are born, environment-wise, when they're airborne, their damage increases. When there's low to moderate wind, they have more air mobility. When there's low wind, their health is a little higher and their defense is a little higher. In irritated, scorched, and tidewater biomes, they have less defense. Weapon-wise, they're good with wands and staffs as their damage increased and they have increased resistance when they have the weapon. If they use a wand dagger combo, they can fire something called cosmic blasts, and they have a mastery with quarterstaffs. The weakness is that they don't have that high of health, which is why low wind is probably preferable for them. And they have lower resistance to physical, fire, and radioactive. Apex. A race of highly intelligent primates, these masters of science make use of techs better than any other species. They are also omnivores. The perks is that they have a longer radius with the matter manipulator. Their health is times 1.08 and their energy is 1.06. They have resistance against cold, electric, cosmic, and physical, and they have improved efficiency with all techs. And they're immune to jungle and mud. Environment-wise, jungle, primeval forest, rainforest, and snow biomes help increase their defense and health. Meanwhile, in desert and red desert biomes, their defense decreases along with their health. Weapon-wise, they don't have any weapons that they are better at or worse at. I don't think there is a worse weapon, honestly. Weakness is max food. I'm guessing it means they need to eat more. And they aren't resistant to fire and poison and radioactive. Florin. Florins are known throughout the universe to be aggressive hunters. They still partially sustain themselves on sunlight, regenerating indirect light. Lack of sunlight slowly starves them. Diet, they are carnivores. The perks is that their health is 1.15. They're resistant against mental poison and electric. They regenerate during the day, and if their health and food are full, then their energy regens. In environment-wise, in forest biomes, they have, I guess, higher energy. However, in barren, corrosive, and frozen biomes, their defense decreases. Weapon wise, they have mastery with bows. They have a spear mastery, and with spears, they have a chance for something called a poison strike. And then needler, thorn weapons, and throwable weapons, they have a higher crit rate. Weakness wise, at night their health is decreased, and so is their energy, plus their hunger also drains a lot faster. And they are not resistant. They're not very resistant against fire and shadow. Hylatl. The peaceful Hylatl place great value on ancestral tradition and take great comfort in the arts. While not lovers of violence, they are quite skilled in martial arts and are not to be trifled with. They are also omnivores. Perks, they have the liquid collection unlocked when you start the game. They have increased charisma, and they are resistant against ice, radiation, poison, and mental. Environment wise, in water, they have increased oxygen, increased physical resistance, and increased health. When it's raining, they have slight regeneration, and they have a swim boost. Deserts and red desert biomes decrease their defense and health. Weapon wise, they have higher crit chance with swords. This is even better. Well, they have a higher crit chance when they with swords if their health is at least above 75. And they have a katana mastery. Weakness wise, they are not very resistant to electric and shadow. We have the glitch. Their creation is lost to history. This suits them just fine, as they prefer a primitive state of being. Their medieval culture favors training with shields, maces, and crossbows. The die is that they eat robotic parts, but they're also omnivores. It's a little bit weird that they're also omnivores, but I guess it's to make sure that we're not struggling to find robot pieces for them to eat. The perks is that they have 1.06 defense. They are more resistant to physical poison, knockback, fire, and some radiation, and they are immune to poison and bee stings overall. I guess the poison effect and a bee sting effect. Environments is that the oil, liquid proto, and Urkius, with oil, liquid proto, and Urkius, their health and energy regen. They get health and energy regen, and their energy is increased. In mountainous biomes, their defense decreases. I'm a little confused how that works, but I don't know. Weapon-wise, they have hammer and bow mastery. Their 1H combos will increase their defense. If they have a raised shield, their defense also increases. If they do perfect shield blocks, they will get a stack of increased damage. Will get increased damage, and it stacks. And if they do shield bashes, it will restore their health. The weakness is that if they are electrified, they lose like 50% power and energy, and they are not very resistant to electric. Novakid. The Novakid are a mysterious race of interstellar gas bag people. I remember when Novakid was a mod. And now it's actually a race that is in the vanilla game. It's not part of the story, but it is a vanilla game race. It was just a mod that blew up in popularity. A lot of people were playing the mod, and it got so popular, I guess even with the devs of the game, that they decided to add Novakid. They weren't incorporated into the main storyline because they got added so later on, I guess, in the development of the storyline. But overall, it was interesting. I remember getting them as a mod, and then suddenly they were an actual race in the game, and I didn't need a mod anymore. But continuing on, the Nova Kids are a mysterious race of interstellar gas bag people. They have few charted settlements and no documented history. Their diet is they eat anything. Perks is that they have 1.1 energy. They are resistant to radiation and fire, and they're immune to the burning and radiation burn effects. I believe those are effects. Environment-wise, radioactive biomes help them gain will help them gain energy and health. Sunlight will regenerate them if they're fed, and they'll gain 20% energy regen. However, at night, the regen will consume their food and their energy is decreased. For weapons, if they dual wield pistols, they have a they are quicker, they have more speed with them, and they have a pistol, rifle, and shotgun mastery. Weakness is that it seems that they have a lower health overall, and they need to eat more food. That or there's a hunger bar that you have to fill up. Remember, I'm playing a mod and I don't know. Hunger bar isn't a thing. At least, I don't know. I don't know. Resistance wise, they're not very resistant to ice, shadow, and electric. Scaff. Once invaded by an alien force which forced them to focus on their military and defenses, they're extraordinarily well-trained fighter. Their aquatic origins make them especially dangerous in water and make them a force to be reckoned with. The Scaffs are omnivores. Perks is their energy is 1.05. They have a little higher defense, and they have more breathing by default. They actually have a higher swim boost than axolotls, and they are resistant against ice and radioactive. Environment-wise, if they're in ocean biomes, their health and defense is increased, but in hot biomes, their energy, health, and speed decreased. Healing waste swamp water will increase their health regen a little. Weapon-wise, energy weapon, they have an energy weapon mastery and an assault rifle mastery. Resistance, only one. They're not very resistant to electric. Plagaki. Or is it Plagacy? Peglaki. Peglacy? I don't know. Resilient, cold-dwelling, omnivorous creatures with a mysterious origin rooted in the distant past. Well, they look like goats. They're omnivores. For their perks, they have a times 1.15 health and 1.12 energy. They are resistant against ice and radioactive. They have increased jump and decreased fall damage. They don't take that much fall damage. And they're immune to liquid nitrogen, freezing, and ice slip. In cold biomes, their health and energy is increased. However, in hot biomes, their health and energy is decreased. Weapon-wise, all guns, they do more damage and crit damage. They have an axe mastery and a machine pistol mastery. Weaknesses is that they're not very resistant to fire. Thelusian. The carnivorous Thelusians are well known for their tough chitin shell and exceptionally dangerous combat abilities, able to adapt to suit any combat situation. They are our second entirely carnivore race. Sorry, I was reading something. Okay. So like I said, they are a second carnivore species. They have 1.25 health, increased defense, and they take less fall damage. They're resistant against mental, physical, and radioactive. They're immune to insanity, and they have a tech called warrior instincts. In hot biomes, they have increased health, and They have improved ground traction, which makes sense, they're bugs. Weapon-wise, they have a scythe, broadsword, and axe mastery. With shields, they have their defense increased, and if they do a perfect block, it increases the chance of them doing a shield bash. When it comes to weaknesses, is that they don't have that high of energy, their charisma is not very high, and they're not very resistant to fire and ice. Kirhos. They've earned a reputation as traders as they wander through the cosmos on gigantic arc ships that form the core of their society. These space rodents are well versed in economics and exploration. The diet is that they're omnivores. For their perks is that they have increased speed. They are resistant against electric, radioactive, ice, and mental. They have something called the Great Trader perk, which means that they have 21% charisma and they start with 100 plus 100 starting cash, and they have their max food increased, I guess. When it comes to weapons, they start off with a sidearm. They also have an energy weapon mastery and striker mastery. When it comes down to their weaknesses, I keep clicking my tongue, I'm so sorry. When it comes to their weaknesses, they have decreased health, and they are not very resistant to poison, fire, and physical. The G race, then as it says there, it's designed around hunger and challenges high. A race of shy radioactive beings with a disputed origin. The species is designed around hunger, challenges high. For their diet, it's anything including prepared isotopes. Perks is that they have 1.1 health, 1.2 energy. These things are reduced by hunger. Their defense is 1.03. They are resistant against radiation, poison, and cosmic. And if they have a full belly, those things are increased times 2. Then there's also, they have some resistance against mental, but that's not increased with their full belly, it seems, since it comes after. They have a tech called Seed Bowl, and they are immune to radiation burn. For environments, when they are in radioactive biomes, their damage increases, they have 15% more energy regen, and their hunger does not decrease as much. However, in hot biomes, their defense decreases, and they have way more hunger drain. They have, their defense will increase over time. They state that their race tech is integral to their success, and they have something called a passive generate genes resetti. I'm wondering if that means if you die, they're going to get more genes or something like that. No clue. I know I'm not playing them. For weapons, it is recommended they have increased stats for their species weapons. They have increased crit and more defense when they're using them. The weakness is that overall they already have an increased hunger drain. They're not resistant to fire. They're not very resistant to fire, ice, and electric, and their non-resistance to these things will increase by 1.5 times when they're hungry. So you just don't want them to be hungry. And then, oh my gosh, this is the kicker. You can't use the standard healing items. You have to use their racial healing items. So yeah, I'm not playing these guys. And we got the Tenebrae, which I'm pretty sure it's just opposite Nova Kid. A mystery to the cosmos, the elusive shadow people prefer to speak only to each other. This is a. Hold on, let me see something. Sorry, I had to take a screenshot. My friend has a shadow piece. And so I just found it really, 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 really funny to see basically a shadow people race, given the fact that my friend has that. So I just took a screenshot and I asked. I didn't realize their character could be in the game. Anyways, continuing on. A mystery to the cosmos, the elusive shadow people prefer to not prefer to speak only to each other. This is simple as other species can't even hear their language. Their diet is any. Perks is that they have 1.12 energy, and they have a 15% reduced hunger drain. They are resistant against shadow, ice, poison, and radioactive. They're immune against breath, darkness, and shadow taste. I'm wondering if breath means they just don't need to breathe? I have no clue. They have a tech called Shadow Burst. For the environments, dark biomes grant them more crit chance and energy. They glow in the dark. The darkness will increase their power and defense, and light will naturally reduce it because they are shadow people. In chromatic biomes, their defense and health is reduced. They have a scythe mastery. If they use a staff or wand, their health will increase. If they use a magnorb, they have increased defense. Their weakness is that they don't have that high of a health overall, and they're not very resistant to cosmic, electric, and fire. The Mantizae, I'm guessing these are they're bugs too. So let's see. Beetle-like omnivorous bipeds with tough chitlin plates and a love for the exuberant. They are omnivores. The perks is that they have plus 20 health, plus 5 defense, and max food is increased. Again, I really don't understand what max food means entirely, but I'm going to figure it out anyways when I start playing. They are resistant against... Let's see. They are resistant against physical... They're more resistant against physical, fire, poison, electric, and radioactive. Environment-wise, in jungle, deserts, and sulfuric biomes, they have increased energy and defense. For their weapons, they have a short spear and bow mastery. Short spear more than the bow. If they have a shield, they have a 2% shield. I guess it's a chance for that. And if they use the shield bash, they have a distance where the shield will push things back. If they use a perfect block, it will restore their health and it'll give 20% shield stamina. Weakness is that they are poor traders, so they got less charisma. They are not very resistant to ice, cosmic, and shadow. Then we got the Night Tar, which I call them the edgy humans. because they look like humans that are just edgy. Evolved in the depths of a penumbral world, the night tar dislike light intensely. They are able warriors and capable spies. They are omnivores. They have something called so perks is a tech called the Konshak, and it's like light aura, detect monsters, resist damage, and it's like a 7-second charge. They are resistant against shadow, poison, and ice, and they are just immune to, I guess, the poison effect overall. Environments. If they are in darkness, they have increased physical resistance and damage. They have something called a draining strike. Light will reduce their energy, health, physical resistance, and damage, and it will cancel their ability to use the drain effect. Weapons is that they're good with all swords. They have a shadow burst chance with all swords when they're in the darkness. They have a broadsword, short sword, and long sword mastery. And if they use a shield, they have 25% knockback resistance. Weakness is that they are not very resistant to cosmic and electric. Okay. The Eldukar. Stoic, calm, and mysterious, the Eldukar prefer to take the role of artisans or philosophers. They seek discovery and enlightenment. Diet, they can eat almost anything. Perks is they have 1.05 max health, and they don't take that much fall damage. They are resistant against fire and ice, physical and shadow. When they're at 50% health, they emit something called the slowing ice clouds. They have a tech called Crystal Breath and Eldukar Flight. Environments. Aether Sea, Crystal Chromatic, and Red Desert biomes, their health is increased and they have a higher crit damage. In hot biomes, they have a higher defense, but their health is a little decreased. But in cold biomes, their defense is decreased, but their health increases. Weapon-wise, Crystal and Lunari weapons give them max health and defense. Weaknesses is that they have a high metabolism, so their hunger rate is increased. They have a high food there's a high food cost if they use the crystal breath attack and their flight. And they are less resistant to poison and electric. The slime. Symbiotes birthed from the fallen, sentient, and unusual and resilient people who struggle to come to grips with where they came from. Yeah, it seems they're born from dead people. I'd be like, ugh, too. Diet is that they're omnivores. They don't take that much fall damage. They're resistant against poison, radioactive, electric, cosmic, and they have a 1% health regen that's constant. They have a tech called Sticky Ball and Wall Grab. They're immune against Slime Bounce, Slime Stick, Poison, and Webs. Environment. Gelatinous, bog, and swamp biomes have their health be increased and they are faster. In cold biomes, their health is decreased. And if they're in liquid slime, they can breathe in it. As for weapons, they have a whip mastery. And if they use bioweapons, they have increased damage and crit damage. For their weaknesses, they are not very resistant against fire and ice, and they get hungrier often. So they have an increased hunger drain. Fenorox. Fenorox are new to the established galactic order. Their tech is generally rather low, and only a few have moved beyond their hunter-gatherer lifestyle. Their skill in hunting is remarkable. This is the third carnivore race. The perks is that they have increased speed and jump. They take less damage, and they have increased charisma. They have night vision, and they regenerate at night if they are fed well. They are resistant against electric, cosmic, poison, shadow, and fire. They have a tech called Hunger's Claw, and they're immune against the electrified status. For their environments, they're in the savannah. They do more damage. Did I say they take less damage? They do more damage. I was talking about perk-wise, but they do more damage. At night, if they're well fed, they gain even more physical resistance and defense. However, in sulfuric, slime, and tar biomes, their defense is decreased. As for their weapons, they have increased spear mastery. And then it says add your current speed /4 as bonus melee damage. However, if they attack with spears, it costs their hunger. The weakness is that they don't have a very high health. They only have, it's 0.9. They aren't very resistant to ice and physical stuff. Then we have the Velush. A fractured race of sapient cats. Half are peace-loving freethinkers, while the rest are war-hungry monsters. They are omnivores, however, they can also eat raw meat. Perks is that they have 1.05 health, and they have increased damage. They gain 13% jump and 6% run speed, and they don't take that much fall damage. They are resistant against ice and electric. They also have night vision, and they have a tech called Razor Claws. They are immune to jungle and mud. For their environments, jungle, primeval, forest, rainforest, and desert biomes have their health increase and their energy increase as well. However, when it comes to barren, sulfuric, and infernus biomes, their health is decreased, their energy is also decreased. For their weapons, they have a fist, dagger, and arm cannon masteries. Weakness-wise, they are not very resistant to poison, fire, radioactive, and physical. Then we have the last of them, called the Baritu, an unusual psionic species of extremophiles, can generate a powerful psionic vibration through sheer willpower. The diet is they eat anything, including prepared isotopes. Perks is that they have 1.1 energy. They are resistant against mental, fire, electric, cosmic, and radioactive, and they are immune against burning. They have a tech called Psionic Wave. Environment is if they're in electrically charged or crystal biomes, they have increased speed, and in cold biomes, their defense is actually a little higher, it seems. Weapons is something called precognition, which means they have plus 8% to all damage. They have something called a psionic ejector. They'll do more damage with, and they have a Magnor mastery. Weaknesses is that their health isn't that high, and they're not very resistant to physical, poison, ice, and they don't have high charisma. Anyway, you already know what I want. Hold on, I need to. It's getting dark really fast because it's very cloudy. I will say, for my personal safety, if it starts raining really, really hard and thundering again, I will cut the stream. Even though I have a surge protector, I know I spoke with my girlfriend about it, and they said that that's what they would recommend. Because I had asked them, I said, is it safe to use the computer and everything, in a thunderstorm? And I had to wait for their answer because they're on break, but they said that they safe as long as the lightning is not too bad. And they said if it starts raining really bad and there's lightning, then probably cut it off. But they think that they'll be fine. But if it gets really, really, really bad and I'm seeing like a lot of lightning going on, then I'm going to end the stream. Just for my personal safety. But anyways. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna make me some little pizzas also. Alright, I need something to eat. Okay, sorry if you're hearing the whole air fryer in the background, but it's heating up and I wanted to air fry. Well, technically it's a fancy one with bake option, but I wanted to use it. Okay. So let's make our human. We're gonna try to make our human. Where is the puff? I think the skin needs to be a little bit lighter. Oops. Okay. Yeah, and I'm picking male, even with that amazing afro puff. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I had to go put the little pizzas in the air fryer. Sorry about it. Oh goodness, I didn't even name them correctly. Oh well, we're just gonna be Z. I was gonna name it Boo, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? We'll just name him Z. Yeah, you gotta name him Z. Do 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 do. I could just mute my mic for the time. Sorry, I literally the computer setup is right near the kitchen. Yeah. Wake up! Wake up! You've overslept. Survive the meeting. Look at me go. Your uniform is available to collect from your personal locker. It's quite impressive that you remain so serene while you're running so late. Well done, you. I look fantastic. Anyways.
Hmm?
Hey, Z. Have a moment to chat? Off to a late start, aren't you, Z?
Huh? 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 Huh?
Probably gonna hear the beeping again when the food's almost done. Okay. Begin the reading. My fellow citizens, our collective worlds face a threat unlike any other we've seen before. 5 major protective hubs have been destroyed in the last month. It's time for action has come. We must join forces to repel this strange new enemy and stop fighting amongst ourselves over petty nonsense, lest we face unparalleled danger. If we do not engage immediately, we risk total annihilation. We cannot let whatever this thing is tear our noble republic apart. To combat this threat, I suggest a toxin derived from a rare substance known as protheon. With it, we can weaponize our greatest tool. The matter manipulator, properly infused, it can... Huh? What was that? Security, could you perhaps take a look? No, it's here! Everyone, flee! You, agent, take the manipulator and run! Get to safety! Please take the manipulator and proceed to the shuttle pod. Run, run, run away from disaster. What is the key for it? Okay, I knew it was R. Just casually do that. Come on now. Casually, run past a dead body. Nope. That cape. Goodbye, Earth. I loved you in the short span that I knew you in the game. Mm? There we go. Let's see. Okay, let's begin. Fracking Universe has introduced a new research system. This change completely revamps the game progression from the ground up, letting users choose what they want to learn and when at their own pace. It also brings with a slowdown early game and more trackable progression change from mid game onward. You'll be required to interact directly with the research system to do this, however, to access the research menu. And okay. So I would need all these to unlock that. B equipment. So we're going to use a human Kraken chip. For some track coders, you most important too. Earth was attacked force and was subsequently annihilated. The ship navigation systems were damaged and our escape. Our location is currently unknown. Okay. Okay. That. And we are going to put our healing items there. Guess we can go about it a different way. Do my codex. Yes, I know. My food is done. Started raining quite a bit. It's not thundering though. So they've got collections. Where the heck is the fracking universe ones? I know, dang gosh. Should I? Well, oh well. I'm pretty sure the good. Oh well, I guess I'm just leaving it. I was gonna read those things, but what? Does deleting them mean what is it? Okay. So it's night. I'm gonna by default make sure that I am getting these things because I need them. And I hope that day comes soon. Whew. That was interesting. Okay. Got us some plant matter. Let's get us some wood. I'm gonna collect at least 100 logs, I think. Storage matter? Interesting. These are bones. I actually need these. Okay. Any cats back? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh well, sorry, butterfly. Oh, coolio, I got a mobile lab. Okay. Oh, I'm sleeping, so. Is that my hunger? It is. Okay. Okay, I'll need a stone. Hmm. Okay. Ooh, I got lucky. I thought I had plenty of timber. Oh, I'm dummy. You just invented a crafters. It's so sassy. Okay, I was like super confused for a moment. I gotta say, this pizza good. Is there a way for me to just make an axe or something? Let's see. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna need more iron. Okay. I also need to try to find potatoes. Uh-huh. Some of that. There's more copper down there. There's a lot of copper. down to that place again. Okay. Let's see if we can also find ourselves some potatoes. Because they want the potatoes. Okay, I literally can't see anything now. No thanks. Bye 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 bye. Nope. Absolutely not. I am just gonna maybe go the other way and see if I can find anything.
Okay. I think we're gonna go the other direction since the mountains seem. I love how it's raining in the game constantly, while it's also raining for me in Arrow. Hi, you there? Oop, that's some iron. Wah! Wah! Okay. There we go. And it'll be easy. It won't be that hard for me to bat either. Oh, found potato. Found another potato. Whoops. Sorry, butterfly. Dang it. Haha. Hello, Foxy. Little Foxa baby. Oh, and a seat. Okay. So there is a table there. Not a table, a chest. Cool beans, cool beans. Okay. I think I got enough of those things. Oh, whoops. Okay. I am totally a genius. Not where I wanted to beam down to. Okay. So, gosh, how much do we need for electromagnet? 1 iron bar. Ay, ve. Whew, okay. So craft an electromagnet. Oh, I'm so silly. Hold on. Now, let's see. Well, at least I'll have bone stuff unlocked. But let's see. 3 iron, 2 copper. Okay. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we will do timber. Is that how much we need? Okay. How the heck does one get woven fabric? Yeah, because unfortunately when it comes to this, I would need water, and I'm like, how do I how do I harvest water?
Yeah, no, I need water if I want to make that one. How does one make the woven fabric? That's the real question. Do I need to use this to do it? No. Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, Jacob, you're so smart. Okay, we're gonna need rope and timber. Can we just make rope from this here? Yep. Then how much timber do I need? 40? Okay. And when I figure out how to do the whole... Okay. Yeah, because this takes tungsten. Let's see. Iron. 5, 7, so 12. Got 12 of that. We need 1 string. And then 5, 10, 13 iron. I would need more iron.
What?
And you have that quest where you'll give me 20 iron ore if I get 5 potatoes, but I only found 2. Wait, did I end up using the dang potatoes? Pardon? Where am I? Did I end up using the potatoes on accident? Wait, were the potatoes used for the pearly pea soup? Oh, there is a bear. Hello, Chungus. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. Something I'm wondering is like, is there any way for me to craft like super like baby basic? Oh, interesting. Um, hmm. I mean, that works. I could do that.
I think I know. I'm gonna need to play like temp-based setup or something like that. Okay, let's get me some more wood then. Because I still need to find more potatoes. Yeah, and right now my matter manipulator doesn't... I'm gonna need this dirt to level things out. Oh, yeah, I know it. Okay. Um... Okay, let me eat. Oh, okay, so I do have potatoes. I just... Okay, so we got 2 potatoes. I'm gonna organize this. I'm gonna go put my food up into storage so it's decently preserved. Or at least this food. Okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna need to make my... Well, I have the canned food, so I'll be fine. I'm gonna keep the potatoes. We're gonna just organize that. And then we are gonna just beam down. We need to find potatoes. Pretty much is the hunt for like iron and potatoes. Hello, bear. Well, that was some money. Okay. Didn't you used to be able to make? I thought we used to be able to make torches here, but I guess not. Okay. Okay. So. Alright, I need to preserve my torches. Okay, let's see. Whoop. I got some chicken. Chimkin. dummy. Let's see. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna be going back to that energy source, of course, and exploring more. Though I'm gonna probably try to get myself a little bit better gear, for sure. But, like I said, I think that's gonna be it for the day. I have been, like, yawning so much. Excuse me. I at least try to run the stream for 2 hours. But it's been a pretty slow day. Sleepy and everything like that. As I said before, Monday won't be the day that I start the stream for the week anymore. It'll be Tuesday. And again, but it's still gonna be staying the same. I'm gonna be playing Honkai Impact, then Starbound, then a random game that I might have my interest set in. Then Starbound again, and then Honkai Impact the last day. This is just one of those auto days. Anywho, thanks everybody for joining. Thank you everybody who may have just been lurking and didn't say anything. They were just watching for a little bit. Even if you're lurking, every view counts for me. Honestly. But I'll see everybody on Tuesday. So, goodbye everybody. Have a good evening. Or an afternoon for people who may be living on the West Coast.